Hey, we're back with another hardware review. This time it's the Maonocaster, the C2 Neo. And here it is. So let's take a look. Okay, so let's go over the buttons at the bottom. First we have the 48 volt toggle button. Next we have the Bluetooth button. After that, the Reverb Presets, sidechain, direct monitoring / loopback, pitch presets, noise reducer, and then 3 sound pad buttons labeled A, B, and C, which you can assign to different sounds that you've recorded. From left to right, we have the microphone gain, the microphone volume, and next to the microphone volume, we have the levels. So when you make an adjustment to the volume, you can see where it's at in the range of green, yellow, red to see if you have it turned up too loud. And then above that, we have auxiliary. Auxiliary is your input. In the middle, you have the USB and stream output level knob. And right next to that, the output level meter. And to the far right is the headphone volume fader. Also along the top is the battery level display and the Bluetooth connectivity indicator. So let's start taking a look at the back of the unit. From left to right, we have the power switch, which is a press and hold button. Next, we have the DC 5 volt interface. Next, we have the USB-C data interface, which can be used for audio data communications with your computer or mobile device. Moving on from there, we have the stream out interface, which is your 3.5 millimeter interface. Next, we have the headphone jack for monitoring. After that, we have a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary interface, which you can use to connect external audio sources and play devices through an audio cable. And then finally, we have the microphone interface, which is a combo XLR/TRS microphone interface. This can even provide 48 volt phantom power for condenser microphones through the 48 volt button switch on the front of the panel. Okay, next we're going to check out the reverb settings on this console, and I'm going to plug a set of headphones into the headphone jack on the back for monitoring. Okay, this is the karaoke setting. This is the church setting. This is the hall setting. This is the valley setting. And this is the room setting. And this is back to original. Next, let's try out the different pitch presets.
This is the female preset.
This is the male preset.
This is the baby preset.
And this is the robot preset. It's a little creepy. And now
we're back to default. Okay, now we're going to test the noise reducer. I have a simulated fan running on my iPhone, so you can probably hear the static or fan noise in the background. We're going to try setting it to low and see how my voice comes across. This is how it sounds at low. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I believe I can hear the results in the monitoring pretty well as the background kind of clips with the noise gate. And this is noise cancellation high. I can't hear the fan, but I suspect that my voice will be impacted in volume, possibly clarity. and now it is back off. Okay, next we're going to try out the Bluetooth connectivity with the iPhone. So I'm going to turn that feature on, and then we're going to increase the auxiliary level. So now I'm going to increase that. Sounds good on the monitor. Let's turn it up, see if I can drown myself out. Take it back down. So a nice little feature to have, especially when you're streaming. So, and podcasting for that matter. Okay, we're going to test out the sidechain feature. So what we're going to do is load up some music again via Bluetooth, but you can also use the auxiliary port on the back of the unit. So we're going to crank up the auxiliary. There's some music. And now when I talk into the microphone, it lowers the volume of the music automatically. So this is kind of a nice DJ tool, and it also would be really great on Twitch or some other streaming platform when you're wanting to interrupt your, your game audio and address your audience. Pretty cool feature. Have fun with that one. The C2 Neo is a very nice product, especially at its price point. For someone who's into streaming and podcasting, this is definitely a product to look at if you're on a budget and you're looking to do a setup that's just one person. This only supports one microphone, so that's going to be a limitation. But I think most people, especially when you're starting out, that's primarily what you're looking for. As far as the feature set goes, I think that the interface itself, the build quality, is very nice. It's nice to be able to see the levels as you make the adjustments, and I like that that it has a battery built into it, so you can actually take it with you, or if you need to make a special arrangement in another room, you don't have to worry about supplying power to it. It's also nice that it can power a mic if need be. The mic that I'm using today doesn't require power, so I didn't have to do that. But yeah, I think for gamers, podcasters, this is definitely something to take a look at, especially in the sub $100 range. Having those 3 buttons that you can program to play music or sound effects is also really cool. This, gives you a chance to pick 3 sounds to play and have, either piped into your stream while you're gaming or in your podcast. I think that's a really nice bonus. So yeah, definitely check it out, and I recommend it. If you have any questions about it, please leave them in the comments and I'll be glad to get back to you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.